everybody, welcome back to another Reaction Therapy. I'm Tom Stevens, a psychotherapist who is here to break down the lyrics of your favorite music. And today is a cool day because we have none other than Hopsin alone with me. Haven't done Hopsin yet on this station, and so here we go. We're going to jump right into it. I'm here to read through the lyrics, but I rely on you to tell me, number one, if I'm on track, and number two, some inside scoop on Hopsin so you can keep me up to speed. So without further ado, let's dive into Hopsin, Alone With Me.
Marcus fucking Hopsin, my guy, what up? Don't mean to intervene. How are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head with a rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity. Stuck.
It's just like, this guy is here, like representing all of the horrible inside him, like just to be able to beat him down, to show him that he's nothing. And do you notice how this guy is dressed up all nice in a suit and he's like calm and cool, and he scares Hopsin enough to be able to like hop out of bed? And you know, this is kind of the Satan piece. This is the dark side. This is that side everybody has of just negativity, where, you know, I'm just going to be here to tell you, like, I'm here to remind you that you're not really nothing, that you're not really going to make it, that everything is going to fall apart, that you are just, you know, zero. Anyway, this is pretty cool. And boy, what a great way to start a song.
Here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity. Stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35.
He's going to keep him in depression until he gets diagnosed clinically. Like, you know, I'm here. That's my job, to keep you. How many people out there that are watching this can relate to, man, there's a voice inside my head that tells me I am crazy, or I'm never going to make it, or things aren't going to work out, or they're going to break up with me, or I'm not going to get that job, or I can't, over and over and over again. And it's like that voice of negativity and disbelief that says, you know what? It's not meant for me. It's not going to work out, or it never happens the right way for me. And the fact that I'm going to keep depression in your head until you're diagnosed with it clinically just tells me, like, and he's happy about it. Like, I'm ready to do this. And man, it just keeps, oh, this is a lot.
Until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35. You haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice. It might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy. And I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Wait, hold up. Damn. Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I feel it? Couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Can't leave me alone with me. Like this is like, he's almost confused. Like, who is this? And how did this happen? And why is this voice keep ringing in my head? You ever see somebody with schizophrenia? Like, this is an extreme case, but you know, there's somebody who sees other people, has conversations with other people, and you know, really does actually see people and can't tell the difference between people that are actually here in front of them and people that they're imagining. And when these voices happen, so many of us from past experience have voices in our head of negativity that something's just not going to work out. And it is very hard to beat those demons.
Hey, hold up. Shit. It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I feel it? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So how's the rap life? Do people enjoy your music? Or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner Lucas.
He's got a paper there with Joyner Lucas that look like that, you know, this guy's reading, and like reminders of, you know, you're nothing.
Jealous? I know that you are. My point is proven. What the fuck happened to you? You was spitting so cold. You was the ill man of Hopsin on the list with the ghosts. Then you fell off. You should have took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga. It's fucked up. That isn't fair, Marcus. I'm hoping that God will answer your prayers, Marcus. But even if he does, the chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the corny rapper only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you, the comments gon' roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes.
Man, just taking him down in every arena, from other rappers to concerts, and even here, like the just corny white kids. Like, I actually really like this music, but I don't know if that communicates the same message because I'm an old white guy. But the way this beat is going and the rhythm and the way he presents it, which again is so upbeat and so it's funny. Like, I love the way he puts these bars together and these words. It's really cool.
Hold up,
I'm tripping.
folks wrong with me. I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Alright, I got an idea. I'll tell you how it works. It's gonna sound a little outrageous, but hear me out first. You turn your phone off for 2 weeks and start an outburst of worried family members, which leads to a local town search. And when they find you, you dead inside of your crib with a letter that says goodbye to your kid. But you don't get to see him anyway, cause your ex is wildin' and shit. So in his little head, it's like you already died. It's a trip. While you reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is, your baby mom's will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love, right? Well, you gon' have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they splatter.
Man, he's just given every possible horrible option. Number one, the way that his life's going to turn out. And number two, the things that he could do to take control or to end this, whether it's ending himself, whether it's ending everybody else. And then talking about losing his wife, his kids, everybody around him. This is, oh man, he is just getting roasted.
If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love, right? Well, you gon' have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they splat against the walls. I mean, it has to hit the blogs and all your fans to get involved. And you'll be missed cause people don't know what they have until it's lost. Hug your dad and kiss your mom before this transition is done into the new life. Your current one is trash, it isn't fun. Yeah, everybody got problems and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live for.
Man, he's just saying you are nothing. This whole voice in his head of you've got nothing to live for. And I think this is a big thing that a lot of people hear is like, what is the point? Like, why am I doing this? What am I living for? What difference do I make? What does it matter to other people? And this is this constant confusion you see in him of hearing this message. And like all I'm hearing, in the song, all he's hearing are reasons not to try, not to live, not to trust, not to keep moving forward. And it takes a lot of strength to fight through all that negativity. And when I talk to people, that's one of the things I tell them is you've got to see that there could be 9 things going against you and only one possible thing that could be going forward for you. And how do you pay attention to that one, realizing the 9 don't have to last forever. But if you're doing it yourself, all you're going to hear is the 9. You're going to hear these voices, this craziness inside your head. And what he's basically saying is you got nothing to live for. What's the point? You don't even have a reason to be
Problems and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live for.
Hold up, oh no, fuck's wrong with me. I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up,
Please stop.
it's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
What I'm thinking, what you're thinking is not the important thing. We are alive right now, that is the important thing. It is important that you focus on this fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and then you will see there is a natural distance between you and your thought process. Once you create a little space between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering.
Man, now it's like he's almost like he's trying to figure it out and sort it out. And he's hearing this kind of wisdom come through of like, let's separate this, yourself from your thoughts and like what reality is here. And it's almost like for a while, he was believing that those thoughts, which is this guy in the suit, were reality. They were telling him who he is. And now all of a sudden he's got, maybe that's not totally true. This is what happens in good therapy, by the way. is you can start to realize, maybe it's not always the way I think it is. And this other person can help me see a different picture. The therapist isn't there to fix your problems. The therapist isn't there to tell you what you're supposed to do to all of a sudden feel amazing. I mean, they can have some wisdom and guidance, but they're really not there for that. They're there to help you see life a different way, maybe a way you haven't been trained to see it. It's almost like, it's a terrible example maybe, but if you go fishing and you throw the line out into the water to catch a fish, and the fish gets on and it snaps the hook and you don't catch it, and somebody teaches you how to tie a hook on a fishing line to where it won't break. Somebody taught me that one time, and it will not break, and so it can hold a heavy fish. That's a new way of seeing things that you hadn't seen before. The same with sports, and same with, planting in a garden. There's so many different ways. Look at when we first learned to ride a bike as a young child. It's like, wow, I didn't realize you could balance and pedal at the same time. And as soon as you have wisdom and clarity, that wait a minute, there's another way to do this, your life can start to change. And that's what therapy is. And that's what he's seeing here in this kind of wisdom piece.
Between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering. Don't identify any thought as negative, because it's just a thought. Who told you it's negative? It's just a thought. You're making it up. Maybe you like it. What's the problem? If you understand it's just a thought, it has no power. If you think it's a reality, then it destroys you.
Whoa, man. What a good ending. So he just handed him the grenade he was holding to do himself in, pulled the pin and handed it to kind of that subconscious, that's that negative piece of his talking inside him, to blow him up and get rid of him, because that is him holding on to hope, and that's him deciding to live a different way. Great song by Hopsin. I am so glad that's been so requested, because I can't wait to get more Hopsin on the way. Hadn't heard any of that before, and that's my first time diving into Hopsin. So thank you so much for requesting that. And thank you so much for liking this, subscribing it. Please pass it on to your friends. And remember, if you want help and you can't find it, contact someone in your local community. Just Google the mental health crisis line. You can also look in the link in my bio that has a link to the National Mental Health Association, where you can look for help. And you can also go on psychologytoday.com, look for a mental health professional. So thank you for watching. I cannot wait to see y'all on the next Reaction Therapy.